Hey, Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. Today, I'd like to share a mindset with you around video analysis that I think is super, super important. And over the holidays, we traveled and we spent some time with family. Let me show you this picture. Something my son loves. First of all, he loves Hot Wheels. And something he loves to do is take my work iPad, the one that I use for video analysis, and he loves recording his Hot Wheels going down a track or like a jump like this one in slow motion and then watching it back again slowly to see how cool it was when it like jumped in the air, like twisted and flipped and then crashed. We'll have the cars like crash into each other and then watch it in slow motion. And he thinks it's the coolest thing ever to be able to freeze time and slow it down and go back and forth and be able to see exactly what happened. And that's basically the same way that I view, video analysis for tennis is it's like getting to watch for him, a toy car, crash in slow motion. Not so much like the crash part of it, but being able to freeze time and find out. It's actually really cool watching the cars. So much happens that you just don't even see in real time. You don't realize that it did like an extra like twist or like cartwheeled like a certain way or like bounced over like another car. Some things maybe you'll catch with the naked eye, but when you watch it in slow motion, it shows you exactly like everything. You get to see in very minute detail, and that's what video does for your tennis game. But unfortunately, people are, I think, just trained like psychologically to fixate on the negative. And so the only thing that their brain really considers is like, man, I'm going to be so discouraged. I'm going to be so embarrassed. It's going to be so ugly. I'm going to look so uncoordinated. I'm going to look like such a bad player. And it's just negative, 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 negative. Whereas for me as a teacher, it's almost all upside. Yeah, we're going to see some things that aren't ideal, but that's kind of the point. The point is to uncover the things that we know that we need to improve and we know that we need to optimize so that going forward you can be a better version of yourself. Like it's kind of like duh, like yeah, we're going to see some things that aren't ideal. That's the whole idea of doing video analysis. If psychologically instead as the person who the video is being done to, if you can go into it like my son and be like you're not exactly going to be like a 9-year old boy looking at Hot Wheels, but hopefully you get the illustration here. Hopefully you get the example or what you can aspire to. You can aspire to viewing it as an adventure. As, by the way, you're going to see some positive things if you choose to look for them. If you go into it with only a negative mindset, only a negative attitude, and you're only viewing the images through a negative lens, then it's going to be a pretty crappy experience. But if instead you view it as like a child reviewing a video game or some kind of cool trick, that his Hot Wheel car did, and you get to see just in slow motion, instead of being negative, if you're just curious and you're just wondering, I wonder what really happened there. Let's find out what happened so that I know the pros and the cons, the positives and the negatives. Then all of a sudden it can be a really, really positive experience. And you're always going to see some negative things too. No matter who you are, you're going to see some negative things. And that's just part of it. You have to take the uncomfortable with the celebrations. You have to take the failure with the success. That's just life. That's just the way it goes, right? That's something we say to our kids all the time. That's life. Like that's just the way it is. Like yeah, you're not going to everything's not going to be exciting, everything's not going to be fun, everything's not going to be enjoyable, and that's life. And that's video analysis. But it's up to you what you do focus on and what you do fixate on and what lens you view it through. So think about this. The next time you think about video analysis, it can either be intimidating and scary and only negative, or you can view it, through the lens of like a 9-year-old playing with his Hot Wheels. I just thought that was kind of a cool analogy. Hopefully it's helpful to you. Happy New Year. Hope you had a great holiday season, and I'm looking forward to helping you improve more in 2023. Keep up the good work.